Hello class 12th. You are watching the channel by Seema Makhijani for the chapter of amines, and today's topic is chemical properties of aniline. Now when I talk about alanine, you should know that the aniline's structure is like this. And before I go to the chemical properties, you should also know that in the resonating structures of aniline, the lone pair presence on nitrogen makes it an electron donating group. Hence, the resonating structures are like this, where NH2 is donating the electron, shows a plus R effect, while the benzene ring shows a minus R effect. Drawing the resonating structures, you have NH2 now with a positive after the donation of lone pairs, and a negative here leads to this. This lone pair is used for bond formation and this bond breaks. You end up with a structure like this. This lone pair is used for bond formation, this bond breaks, giving you a negative at this position now, a bond here already, NH2 with a positive, and the last resonating structure gives back the lone pair to the nitrogen, leading to a structure which resembles the first structure with respect to lone pairs, but the only difference in the first and the last is the orientation of the double bond. So as you can see in the resonating structures of aniline, we come to a conclusion that electron rich sites are the ortho and the para sites. Therefore, the electrophile, if attacks, it would definitely go to the ortho and the para positions of aniline, which means if at all aniline is made to undergo an electrophilic substitution, what is found is that this electrophile easily moves to ortho as well as para positions, leading to a tri-substituted product like this. The reason for this tri-substituted product is the activating influence of the NH2 group, and hence the electrophiles attack onto the three positions. So we would now move to the specific reactions of aniline. Coming to the first reaction, which is bromination of aniline. Now before I go to the bromination of aniline, we would like to do bromination of benzene first. Now when you want a bromobenzene from benzene, what do you add? You add a Br2 as well as an FeBr3, where this FeBr3 is your Lewis acid. This helps you to cleave the Br-Br bond heterolytically, leading to a Br positive and a Br negative, and so your Lewis acid is required for electrophile generation as done in class 11. If you do not know this reaction, please refer to my channel for class 11 chapter hydrocarbons, where you can see the bromination and the mechanism of the formation under the playlist of hydrocarbons for the channel of Seema Makhijani, Chemistry Made Easy. Now, we would be performing the same reaction for aniline. The surprise factor is, if you want to perform bromination on aniline, what you need to do is bromine in a polar solvent, that's water. There is no need of a Lewis acid. The reason is this is an activating group which is good enough, so you do not require a Lewis acid, and the product that you form is aniline with 3 bromos at 2, 4 and 6 position along with 3 HBRs. This particular product is named as 2, 4, 6 tribromo aniline. Surprisingly, this is a white colored PPT or a solid. Therefore, you can use this reaction as a test for aniline. So if you have aniline, add bromine water, you get a white solid, and this can be used as a test for aniline. Now, so the first question is, why do you not require a Lewis acid? And the reason is the activating influence of NH2's lone pair, which causes the reaction to happen even in the absence of the lone pair. Now the problem arises is that this product that you are forming is tri-substituted. Now if you want mono-substitution, which means what I am trying to say is I start with aniline, but I want only to prepare the para-bromoaniline. I do not want to prepare this tri-substituted product. Now what do I do? The main problem is, why do we get this formed? And the reason for formation of a tri-substituted product is the lone pair. So if somehow you can remove this lone pair temporarily so that the activating influence is less, then in that case, instead of forming the 3-bromo product, it would lead to a mono-bromo product. Now to do that, what is advised is you add acetic anhydride to aniline. This is acylation of aniline. This is your acetic anhydride in the presence of pyridine. Just a minute, I'll give you the reason for this. When you add acetic anhydride and in the presence of pyridine, what you end up is in aniline, one H is replaced and you get a product formed like this. This is the product along with acetic acid as the byproduct. Now in this reaction, the liberation of acetic acid will be faster in the presence of pyridine. Pyridine helps to react with acetic acid and moves the reaction in the forward direction. So the essentiality of pyridine is understood. Now why have we performed to make this when our agenda was to prepare para-nitroaniline? The reason why we make this is protection of NH2 of aniline. Now what do I mean by this protection of the NH2 of aniline is, in case of this product formation, your aniline is first made to change into acetanilide. Now why do we do that? The reason why we perform this reaction is so that this lone pair is utilized in resonance with the CO group of the acetyl attachment. So what you would get, N के पास H, lone pair use कर लिया, double bond, C का एक electron यहाँ गया and a CH3. Since you have used up the lone pair, N gets a positive charge. Now under this circumstances, the nitrogen has no lone pair, the lone pair is used in resonance, therefore this becomes less activating, therefore only mono substitution during bromination. इसका क्या मतलब, एक बार ये बन गया ना acetanilide, this acetanilide में अब now you perform bromination. When you perform bromination here, you can add a little bit of acid. Acid helps the reaction to be a little faster. It's a polar medium. Now what happens is, when you add bromine now, यहाँ पे तो कोई change नहीं है. This remains. But your bromine goes to the para position here. Because this is the less hindered position. It would not go to the ortho. In comparison to ortho, the para position is always less hindered, less steric hindrance. So you get a para-bromo acetanilide. Now the agenda is you want your aniline back, you want the NH2 back. Now either you take H positive or you take OH negative, which means you are doing addition of water, that is hydrolysis, which can be either done in the presence of acid or in the presence of base, that's up to you. But water is there and it is this water which will break the bond like this. This gets an H and this gets an OH. So what do you end up? You end up in the para-bromo aniline and the byproduct is CH3COOH. So if you are ever asked to convert aniline into 4-bromo aniline, direct bromination is not advised. because if you want to do a direct bromination in aqueous medium, you will end up into the product which would have NH2 with 3 bromo products and not a single bromo like this. So for a single bromo, the agenda was to utilize the lone pair, protect the lone pair, utilize the lone pair in the resonance so that the availability is less, and hence if it is less available, it becomes less activating, so the benzene ring is less electron rich, hence only a single bromine attacks to give you a para bromo aniline. Fine, that was the nitration, the bromination of aniline. Now coming to nitration of aniline, the second chemical property. Now, before I go to the nitration of aniline, what you need to know is how do you perform nitration of benzene. अगर बेंजीन में नाइट्रोबेंजीन बनाना है तो what are you supposed to add? Concentrated nitric acid plus concentrated sulfuric acid is what you used to call as a nitrating mixture. But the same thing if you do it onto an aniline. Aniline का जब हम nitration करते हैं, that is, you add concentrated sulfuric acid plus concentrated nitric acid. Now, aniline, as we had done before this, is an orthopara directing group. It's an electron donating group. Therefore, it is an ortho and para directing group. So, what is going to happen is, you expect it to form para product as the major product, which is true, and surprisingly this is 51% formed. You also expect it to form a ortho product, of course a little less, but ortho bhi to banega. Surprising fact is ortho is only 2%. Now what is the rest? 51 and 2 is only 53. The surprise fact is here. यहाँ पे एक अजीब बात है, you get a meta product also, जबकि aniline तो सिर्फ ortho para पे लेके जाता है. If you remember, what is the function of these two? These two react to produce the electrophile, which is your nitronium ion. The electrophile is generated, and the electrophile has to go to the ortho para position. But why is the electrophile coming to the meta position? That too 47% in yield is the commonly asked question in the boards. Aniline on nitration gives you 47% meta-nitroaniline. Why? The reason is that when you perform the nitration, you agree that during nitration, you have a highly acidic medium required for nitration. Therefore, H positive ion का concentration is very high. Fine. Which means, जब aniline is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid plus nitric acid, it leads to the formation of NO2 positive, and this NO2 goes to para position and the ortho position, which is expected. So your products are para-nitro and ortho-nitro. But this also liberates a lot of H positive, and this H positive goes and attacks onto the lone pair of aniline also. So your H positive goes and attacks the lone pair on aniline. So what happens? Aniline की जगह पर you end up in NH3 with a positive. What is this? This is your anilinium ion. अब बेटा अगर कुछ नाइट्रोनियम ऑर्थो पे चला गया, कुछ पैरा पे चले गए, तो आपके ये दो प्रोडक्ट तो आ गए. पर because some amount of H positive also goes and attacks the lone pair, because NH2 is basic, it has lone pairs for which the H positive from this medium goes and attacks the lone pair, leading to this formation. Now, in case of anilinium ion, lone pair on N is not available. अगर लोन पेयर ही नहीं होगा, therefore NH3 positive cannot donate electron. It is not an electron donating group. Now it becomes an electron withdrawing group. तो अगर बेटा ये इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप बन जाएगा, therefore it will act as a meta directing. Hence अगर इसके ऊपर नाइट्रोनियम आयन अटैक करता है, then it goes to the meta position. Therefore you get a considerable amount of meta product. The reason is NH2 becomes an electron withdrawing group in the acidic medium. The H positive attacks the aniline to form anilinium ion, which is a meta directing group. Hence you get a considerable meta product. Is that fine? Moving to the next reaction of aniline, which is sulfonation. When I talk about the sulfonation of aniline, I again would go from benzene. अगर हमको बेंजीन का सल्फोनेशन करना होता है तो what do you get? SO3H. And what do you need to add? You add fuming sulfuric acid, or you can add oleum. Was the reaction done in class 11th chapter hydrocarbons. Now the same reaction if I want to perform with aniline. So during the formation with aniline, you do not require fuming sulfuric acid or oleum. सिर्फ concentrated sulfuric acid लेने से भी काम चल जाता है, which is comparatively a milder condition. क्यों चल जाता है काम? क्योंकि this is a electron donating group which is an activating group, तो reaction को fast कर देता है. तो अगर condition mild भी हो तो भी no issues. Now moving ahead, this further leads to the formation of sulfonation at the para position. तो sulfonic acid जब बनेगा तो NH2 is a ortho para directing group, तो your sulfonic acid forms here. Concentrated sulfuric acid क्या करता है? Water का loss भी करवाता है. So इस reaction में you also have a loss of water as the product. Now this particular compound की speciality है. पहली बात, इसमें ये वाला ग्रुप बेसिक है क्योंकि इसमें लोन पेयर है, ये वाला ग्रुप एसिडिक है क्योंकि ये H पॉजिटिव को छोड़ता है. यानी इस कंपाउंड में बेसिक एरिया भी है, एसिडिक एरिया भी है, पर इसका नाम सल्फेनिलिक एसिड है. क्यों? क्योंकि इसका एसिडिक कैरेक्टर इज ग्रेटर दैन द बेसिक कैरेक्टर. यानी Ka value is greater than the Kb value. That is why the name is sulfanilic acid. Is that okay? ये sulfanilic acid की एक special property और है, which we will be doing now. Sulfanilic acid is this: NH2 with a lone pair, and you have a SO3 with an H. Okay? Now इसका H पॉजिटिव निकल के इसके लोन पेयर पे चला जाता है. ट्रांसफर ऑफ अ प्रोटॉन. अगर ये प्रोटॉन ट्रांसफर हो जाए तो व्हाट डू आई एंड अप इन? यहाँ पे क्या बचेगा? SO3 विथ अ माइनस चार्ज. यहाँ पे क्या बचेगा? NH3 विथ अ पॉजिटिव चार्ज. दिस इज अ सॉल्ट. This has a ionic character. Therefore, it would be water soluble. Also, it would have a high melting point. कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी पूछ सकते हैं ना. So you should know इसमें पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव चार्जेस हैं, बट ये पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव बेटा एक दूसरे के साथ नहीं है, एडजेसेंट नहीं है. The positive and negative charges are separated by a group of atoms which are covalently bonded. There is a special name given to these kind of identities called as the Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion is the name given to identities in organic compounds which have got a positive and a negative charge. Ion है, but it is separated by certain number of atoms via the covalent bonding. So this is the zwitterion. It is not a specific name, it's just a classification. So zwitterion are those compounds, inorganic compounds, जिनमें positive और negative charges होते हैं, but they are separated by a group of atoms. Coming to the last property, which is your Friedel-Crafts reactions. Now Friedel-Crafts reactions दो टाइप के थे, alkylation and acylation. And तीसरी बात, उसमें लुईस एसिड चाहिए था. तो रिएक्शन कैसा होगा? Aniline will have to react with या तो RCl or RCOCl, but the important fact is you will require an anhydrous AlCl3 in the reaction, which is the Lewis acid. अब बेटा इस रिएक्शन में ना तो अल्काइलेशन होता है ना ही असाइलेशन होता है. None of the reaction takes place and the question is why? क्योंकि this is a base, this is the acid. Friedel-Crafts reaction में Lewis acid चाहिए होता है. Aniline is a base, so this base reacts with the acid to form a salt. कैसे? ऐसे. This is your aniline जिसके पास lone pair है. It reacts with anhydrous AlCl3, which is the Lewis acid. तो क्या हो जाता है? Aniline अपना lone pair AlCl3 को दे देता है, यानी इसमें salt formation हो जाता है. This is the salt which is formed, which is your formation of a salt which is got a anilinium ion and an AlCl3 leading to a salt formation. So जब ये salt बन जाता है तो lone pair NH2 ने दिया और इसको इलेक्ट्रॉन मिला, तो ये प्लस हो गया, ये माइनस हो गया. Now because of this plus, this becomes electron deficient. अगर ये इलेक्ट्रॉन डेफिशिएंट हो जाएगा तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन पुल करेगा, यानी इट बिकम्स इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप. अगर ये इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप करेगा तो इलेक्ट्रोफाइल का अटैक बेंजीन पर नॉट पॉसिबल, बिकॉज द बेंजीन रिंग इज इलेक्ट्रॉन deficient now. Why? Because this group is an electron withdrawing group. वो इलेक्ट्रॉन अपनी तरफ खींच लेगा, therefore it acts as a deactivating group. और अगर ये deactivating है तो इलेक्ट्रोफाइल को तो इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए ना. अगर ये इलेक्ट्रॉन खींच लेगा तो इलेक्ट्रोफाइल के लिए इलेक्ट्रॉन है ही नहीं, so no reaction. Hence the question commonly asked is, why does aniline not give Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation? तो आंसर क्या है? The first answer is due to salt formation, मतलब आपका Lewis acid के साथ ही रिएक्ट कर लेता है वो. And the second answer is that this becomes electron withdrawing group, so the electrophile cannot approach. Fine. With this I close the class of the chemical properties of aniline. I hope I've tried to convince you people about the properties of aniline. There is a playlist of amines on my channel in which you have properties like basic character of amines. There are topics in the class of amines ka playlist. You have topics like Hinsberg's test. You have topics like basic character of amines, both in gaseous as well as in aqueous medium. You also have the benzene, diazonium salts, all reactions, and you have the azo-die test. So in case you are struggling with any of these topics, please go to my channel by Seema Makhijani and have a look at these topics. Thank you. Have a good day. Bless you kids. Stay safe. Stay happy.